guys, welcome to another video with me, Will Blake. Today I'm going to be teaching you 5 fantastic Boogie Woogie bass lines. We're going to be doing some blues, some rock and roll, some Boogie Woogie, you name it. These are the 5 essential bass lines that you are going to need to know if you're learning to play piano professionally. Stick around till the end because the last one, in my opinion, is the best. So check it out, sit back and enjoy. So bassline number 1 is the walking bass, potentially the hardest to learn, but also one of the most regularly used. You can use it for pop music, rock and roll music, boogie woogie music, blues music, jazz music. The walking bass is essential for any good piano player. All right, so here we go. So everybody, this is our 12-bar blues walking bass line with octaves. It goes like this. Okay, so that's the basics of it. Let's pull that apart and make it a little bit easier to follow. So we're going to take our left hand, we're going to put our little finger on the bottom C, and we're going to put our thumb on the C above it. So that's an octave, which is 8 notes if you didn't know that. Alright, so we're going to do this nice and slowly. It's literally your little finger and your thumb. We're going to work up these notes. We're going to go C, E, G, A, B flat, A, G, E, C. Okay, and we're just going to run that a couple of times so that you can get used to it. It goes. Okay, so you would do that for 4 bars at the start, so that would be 2 rounds of the bass line. That's 4 counts in each bit. So you'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the C section. Then we're going to move to the F chord, which goes like this: F, A, C, D, E flat, D, C, A. And then we're going to take it back down to the C, which we already know. Okay, and then the next little section is going to go over the top underneath the G chord. Alright, so we're going to put our little finger on the bottom D here, which I know sounds strange because we're doing a G chord, but bear with me. We're going to start on the D, and we're going to walk up from D, octaves, E, F, F sharp, G, back down to F, so missing the F sharp out here, then to the E, and down to the D, into the C. Okay, so let me show you that again. So we're going to go C chord, then moving up to F, back down to C, and then finally the little bit that we learned, which is the D, E, F, F sharp, G, F, E, D, and back to the C to finish. Okay guys, so that is bass line number 1. That is the walking bass with octaves in the key of C. So yeah, give it a go, check it out and let me know your thoughts. Time to move on to bass line number 2. So bass line number 2 is the shuffle bass line. You're going to want to spend a little bit of time on this, just playing it on its own before you put any right hand in there, because the essential thing about the shuffle bass is the coordination that it's going to take to get that right hand improvising on top of it. Today though, we're just going to stick to the left hand. Let's give it a go. So bass line number 2, this is the shuffle bass line, which again we're going to do in the key of C for simplicity. They're all going to be in the key of C today, just to make things easier for everyone. We're going to put our left hand here on the C chord. That's a little finger on the C and a thumb on the G. I'm going to show you how this one goes. that's your 12-bar blues there in the shuffle bass line. All right, it's much more straightforward than the walking bass, this one, but it's still quite tricky to put with the right hand, so make sure you dedicate lots of time to this at home. And guys, remember to stick around till the end because we've got more videos coming up with more bass lines, so make sure you hang around because they get better and better. So this next bass line is the little finger on the C, the thumb on the G, okay, and we're just going to play them together, okay, just twice like that. Right, and then we're going to move our thumb up to the A whilst keeping our little finger on the C. Okay, and then we're just going to move our thumb down again to the G. And it's as simple as that, we just keep that rolling. So it's just the G, G, A, G, G, A. Okay, then we're going to switch our left hand up to the F chord and just do exactly the same thing. Just for anyone that's watching, that's an F in the little finger and a thumb with the C with the thumb. Okay, so it's F and C, and we're just going to move our thumb between the C and the D. So, and moving back down to C. And then we're going to move up to G. Okay, so it's a little finger on the G and a thumb on the D again. And moving the thumb up. So we're going to go. And then moving back down to the C again. And it's as simple as that, everybody. I'll chuck a bit of right hand in now. Check out one of my other tuitions if you want to learn that ending that I just did. I think we've got a little blues tuition video on that. Cool. So that's bass line number 2, everybody, the shuffle bass line. Give it a good practice. Let me know how you get on. Let's move on to bass line number 3. So bass line number 3, everybody, this is the rumba bass line, okay, which sounds a little bit like this. Again, we're playing in the key of C so that we don't confuse anybody. Okay, and obviously there's lots of variations on that bass line to try and make it a little bit more interesting, such as sort of like a combination between the walking bass and the rumba bass, but today we're going to keep it really straightforward with the C, E, G. Okay, so what we do is we get our little finger on the C, our middle finger is going to slide between the E flat and the E, so like that. So you just want to pretend that you're going for the E and you're hitting the E flat on the way down. Okay, and then we're just going to tap the G with our thumb. So we're going to go. And then moving up to our F, so F, and then we're going to slide off the A flat to the A, and then the thumb on the C. And then back to C again. And then moving up to our G chord, so that's G, and then sliding off the B flat and the B, and the thumb on the D. And then back to the C again. I'll add a little bit of right hand in to make things interesting. That's our rumba bass line, everybody. Okay, so we're moving forward quite quickly now. We're going to go on to bass line number 4. Guys, so this next bass line is the slow blues bass line. Okay, we're looking into traditional blues forms now. Take artists such as Albert King, Freddie King, BB King, any King, and I can highly recommend checking this out. It's a nice self-indulgent kind of music as well. If you just want to play to yourself and get your kicks on the piano from this, I highly recommend it. Okay, so here we go. This is the slow blues bass line. So that's our slow blues bass line, everybody. I'll just take you through that. So we've got C with our little finger, E with our middle finger, similar to the rumba bass, and our second finger on the G. Okay, so you've got to kind of stretch those two apart, and then our thumb on the A. So we're going to go. Okay, so we're just going to keep on our C for now, and then we're going to move up to F. We're going to go F, A, C, D, C, F, A, C, D, C, C. Okay, back to the C chord, everybody. And then finally moving up to our G. So that's G, B, D, E, D, and back to the C again. And then you can hit some Gs at the end and back to the start. Your slow blues bass line, everybody. Get practicing. It's another classic jamming position to go to if you're if you go to a blues jam night or just a general jam night. Everyone always likes to play a slow blues, so I highly recommend you get on that, guys. So guys, it's the one you've all been waiting for. This is a rock and roll bass line, commonly used by artists such as Jerry Lee Lewis, Jules Holland, Fats Domino. Yeah, it's a really popular piano bass line. Check it out and see what you think. Enjoy. Okay, so finally, the rock and roll bass line, everybody. The rock and roll bass line is very similar to the shuffle bass line, really, but we're just going to add a little bit of flair to it, make it a little bit more exciting. You can use this for songs like Whole Lotta Shakin' Going On by Jerry Lee Lewis. Great Balls of Fire as well is another good one to use it for, again by Jerry Lee Lewis. Or Little Richard, Good Golly Miss Molly, anything like that, really. So here we go. This is your rock and roll bass line. Okay, so it's as simple as that. So we're going to slow it down. It goes like this. Okay, so that's a C and a G, and then an E flat and an A, and then back to the C, and then the E and the G, and then F and A, and then our E and our G. Okay, so do that slowly again. Alright, so you just keep it rolling. To the F like the other ones, because again we're keeping everything in the key of C for today. We've got F and C, then to A flat and D, then back to our F, our A and our C, then back to our F again, and then we're going to use fingers 1 and 2 to play the B flat and the D, and then we're going to take it back down to the A and the C. So back to the C again, and then finally to G. And once you've played this a few times, you'll notice that the shape is just the same on all 3 chords, but just for those of you that do want to know the individual notes, we've got G and D, and then E and B flat, and back to the G again, then B and D with 1 and 3, then our little finger back to the G again, and then finally the C and the E, and then B and D. So back to C again. Okay everybody, so that is your rock and roll bass line, which is the 5th and final bass line that I'm going to teach you today. Alright, so give them all a go, give them all lots of practice, persevere because they're all quite tricky, but hopefully once you've cracked 1 or 2 of them, the rest of them should come easily enough. So thank you so much. So guys, that brings me to the end of my video. Please subscribe to my channel because you'll get more videos like this and you'll be able to keep up with all the updates, advice on music tips, just general fun. Okay, so check it out and yeah, see you soon. Thanks.